everyone, and welcome back to Crypto Empire, where we dominate the crypto market. I'll be your host for today's live stream. My name is Connor, of course. Let's get right into this stream today. A lot to cover, a lot of charts to go over as well, and some opportunities out there that I'm seeing. So let's hop right into it. First of all, shout out to everybody here in our live chat. We got Fiat Hater in here talking about CAT getting listed on Uphold later this week. Could be some good news. We'll take a look at that CAT chart in just a moment. I've been looking at it, actually. It's been correcting. Could be over. And Fiat Hater as well saying Baby Doge having a good day. We got All Day Dre. We got Joe. We got Abdul. We got Scorch 808 or 888. 888. And we got Kyle as well. And Man with a Plan. What's going on, guys? We'll get to your questions a little bit later on in the stream. For now, we got to focus on our scheduled content. So I just want to go over our top gainers and losers on the day right now. And we got some movers. We got Toshi making a huge push, huge comeback, up 76% on the day. All Toshi holders are probably very happy seeing that. We got some meme coins moving. We got Billy. We got Ginnin. We got Hoppy as well, up 22%. And we got Tau, this one, TAUAGRS. It's an AI coin, up 29% on the day. All right, and Moonwell continuing to push. So we got some movers still. Daddy coin, Tate's coin as well is up 15%. So some things are moving right now. And looking at the losers on the day, a lot of pullbacks right now, mainly on meme coins. Some AI coins in here as well, like Com AI. Karat is a gaming coin. A lot of memes here that I'm seeing. NMT is an AI coin. Strong fundamentals as well. Moon with a bull, which I'm looking at. Anyways, a lot of volatility right now. It's a trader's paradise. It's a scalper and intraday scalper's dream. And as you can see from the thumbnail today, scare money doesn't make any money. You win some, you lose some. Live to trade another day. Shout out to Crypto Face. Anyways, let's get into this Bitcoin chart. And looking at the Bitcoin chart here, we are still right where we've been all week long. We are still at the 65K resistance level, and we are yet to break it. Now, if we look, we've had 2 attempts to break it so far. All right, 1, 2. Second attempt was a sweep of Monday's high. And, you know, all the bearish factors, right? It had that bearish divergence. And now you got the pullback again to support. All right, so all week long, we've been talking about, even last week as well, we've been talking about if Bitcoin is going to continue to hold strong and rip up, it will continue to hold this quarterly open as support. However, 2 attempts to sweep of the Monday high here. It doesn't look great as of right now, right? It's one thing to be a bull and just believe and blindly hope it's going to break out here, right? You know, we can do that all we want. We can just blindly hope for a huge candle, which could very well happen, being that this is Bitcoin after all. And Bitcoin does shock a lot of people at times with the moves it makes. However, being somewhat of a pragmatist or realist, we got to understand that there's a decent chance, at the very least, we go and take all this liquidity down here, right? We sweep these lows at the very least down to like the 62 area. But again, my alerts are still set. My alerts are still set in this little pocket over here from 61,400 down to 60,500. All right, I would love to see a test of the previous bottom of the range for like 6 months, this level here at like 60,500. And I think that would most likely offer a great opportunity to load up on altcoins with the pullback. And it would give Bitcoin some propulsion to go higher. Also, you know, we can see we have our 4-hour 200 EMA right there at the 60,500 level. So a lot of confluence with horizontal key levels, which is why I, you know, have my alerts here in the first place. Now we got our moving average just catching right up to the level I've been looking at. All right, so a lot of confluence down here at 60,500. So that is kind of what to expect here for Bitcoin. I mean, I'm still bullish, of course, right? Even if we pull back, I'm expecting this thing to pump up at least to the top of the channel. Top of the channel is up here at 68, 67, 68K. All right, this is the next target on the breakout higher. It's just a question of whether it's going to happen directly from these prices at like 63K. We go straight there, or we're going to pull back first and then we go. All right, that's the $1 million question. And unfortunately, we don't have a crystal ball or a magic conch shell to ask to give us an answer on what's going to happen or how exactly it's going to play out. All we can do is map it out on the charts and be ready to trade the plan and execute. That's all a man can do right now. All right, so that's Bitcoin right now, and that should be crystal clear. Now we got our man, what's this guy's name? Fiat Hater. He was asking about CAT. So let's talk about CAT right away. Where is that? Which one is it? Let me make this bigger. These stupid memes all have 1,000 in front of them. Here it is, CAT. All right. They all look the same in my watch list. So now CAT, just clean this up a little bit. So let's just make this very, very clear. So as we can see with CAT, this isn't the full chart. Right, there was some previous data that happened over here to the left, but that's not important because we're trading the right side of the chart here. We're trading what's going to happen over here next. So what we had was a very aggressive breakout, which we played beautifully here at Crypto Empire, right? I caught that trade. I shared it with you multiple times here on the live streams. We caught this beautiful push higher. Now we have a slow drifting downward sloping kind of channel. And what we can do is we can pull a fib from the swing high down to the swing low, and we get a pretty clear level of interest here at the golden pocket, and that's at 3.668 cents. And that also coincides perfectly with this major resistance level that led to a massive breakout higher. And if you guys have been paying attention to how I like to trade and how I like to analyze charts, I like to look for high probability demand zones. What's the highest probability demand zone? The origin of a huge move, right? Some might call this an inefficiency. It doesn't matter what term you use. You just have to be able to spot it on the chart and execute. Pull the trigger, let it bang. So what's the origin of this huge move? It's right over here. It's right over here, 3.5 cents approximately. All right, so we're just looking for either this thing's going to keep on drifting down slowly, or we might get some kind of nuke into the level, and then we're looking for longs. It's already bouncing off of this channel. And basically how I got this channel was I just used these two anchor points here at the bottom, like so. And using those two anchor points at the bottom, you can just bring it up top, and we get this channel here. All right, so yeah, we'll see if we do get this dip down into our red area or golden pocket. You can see I got some alerts saying to long cat there. So we'll see if we get that, but that is something that does interest me right now. Coins like Mother have just been accelerating really hard to the upside. This is Iggy Azalea's coin. It was in this kind of vertical accumulation. And guys, memorize this chart pattern. I've seen this pattern break out like this many, many times. And basically what it is just vertical accumulation. Bears would say it's going to break down, but you have to understand in a bull market, it's very irrational. It's going to have a huge upthrust like this, and you have to sell on the volume. You have to sell on the volume upthrust if you're going to day trade this. All right, but I mean, that's obviously gone, but just something to note for later on for the Mother coin there. Really strong move yesterday. We just had a new daily open around 2 hours ago. Anyways, we'll get more into these altcoins and some of your chart requests as we do go through the stream. For now, I want to cover some news and some breaking news today. We got Sam Bankman-Fried's ex-lover, Caroline Ellison, sentenced to 2 years in prison. All right, she was a former top executive in Sam Bankman-Fried's collapsed crypto empire. That's funny. That's funny. Was sentenced to 2 years in prison Tuesday after a judge praised her remarkable, damning testimony against her ex-lover at his fraud trial. That's also funny. They use the word fraud here for Sam Bankman-Fried. Anyways, the 29-year-old Stanford grad, whose parents are like on the board at Stanford and one of the biggest donors, anyways, held back tears and bowed her head slightly after Judge Lewis Kaplan revealed her fate at a hearing in Manhattan federal court. The judge said a prison sentence was needed because Ellison had participated in what might be the greatest financial fraud ever perpetuated in this country and probably anywhere else. Coming from the judge talking about FTX. You guys remember, I mean, I didn't really use that at all last cycle, that exchange. The US was very, very limited. But if you were outside of the US, you were probably traded on FTX last cycle. And here we are 4 years later. They said it's the greatest financial fraud ever perpetuated in this country and probably anywhere else. What a world. Crypto really is crazy, man. The stuff that goes on in crypto, it's really, really insane. A lot of foul play. Anyways, she's not going to get out of jail free card. Besides, despite her genuine remorse for her role in the crime, right? They were doing Adderalls and who else knows what, and just taking everybody's money that deposits into the exchange. Right? She could not get out of jail free card for that. So justice has been served, albeit a very light sentence. But hey, at least Sam Bankman-Fried is, getting karma coming his way with Diddy in his cell block. Don't drop the soap, boy. Crazy, crazy world. So that's one breaking piece of news for the day. And we got some other lighthearted news talking about Web3 gaming, and Google Cloud has partnered up with Solana Labs to launch Game Shift. All right, so some crypto gaming news. And this happened around 3 days ago, I believe, at the Solana Breakpoint conference in Singapore. All right, so Game Shift simplifies Web3 for games. Big news, right? Solana and Google Cloud partnership in regards to Web3 crypto gaming. This is pretty big if you ask me. And I mean, they're setting things up for a huge gaming rally at some point. And if there's any narrative, by the way, Bitcoin just bounced once again off of our quarterly open, still holding for now. But if there's any narrative that's just been like completely forgotten and undermined, and people have kind of just forgotten about it altogether, it's gaming, right? The lowest charts out of all the narratives is gaming right now. And there has been some movements to the upside this past week, right? Coins like Prime having a big push this week. Naka as well, looking really strong, back up. It almost hit $1.50 yesterday. But yeah, if there's one kind of narrative that's extremely oversold and being overlooked, it is gaming. We got some bullish news with Google and Solana Labs making a partnership together. So something to note, something to watch. In regards to Solana ecosystem gaming plays, out of this watch list I have here, it looks like the only Solana ecosystem gaming play is this one, Octo Gaming. All right, and if we look at this thing on the weekly, it has basically been in a range all summer long. And no, I was not referencing a Kid Rock song by saying all summer long. Anyways, 4 months in this range. Only Solana Gaming coin I have in my watch list here. Might have to update that, but I mean, pretty clean structure here, pretty clean trend to break on the weekly time frame. Anyways, have your eyes on gaming, have your eyes on Solana ecosystem gaming plays. Maybe some new launches at some point in time in the bull run usually provide good opportunities for like quick gains. Let's see what's going on today in our live chat right now. Before we do that, I'm going to check up on the dollar, see how the Dixie's doing. All right, big bounce today, basically back up to yesterday's open. Dollar's still really weak. However, it might showing signs that it wants to kind of push here at 100. Even if it does bounce, I would still expect a lower high and continuation lower on the dollar. As far as I'm concerned, we are in a risk-on environment with the Fed cutting rates. And yeah, even if the dollar does bounce short term, again, I've been saying for a long time that rate cuts are usually bearish initially, which may cause I don't know. The dollar might spike here. I'd still expect a lower high. I don't expect it at all to get back up to like 103. Rejection from there. And crypto should likely boom with a falling dollar heading into Q4. And we're very close to Q4 now, guys. If we look at our calendar, we are 5 days away from the 1st of October. All right. Last month or last week of September right now, and Q4 should be very, very bullish. And as well, let me pull this up just because it's a proven fact that people believe what they see. I want to show you and not just talk about it. Hold up. So if we look at our monthly returns, when September has closed green, it's happened 3 times in the past, last year, 2023, as well as 2016 and 2015. We've had double-digit % gains in October for Bitcoin. All right, so it's looking like we're going to get a green close in the month of September, and we are expecting a very bullish Q4. Based off of where we are in the cycle, post-halving, post-election, typically very, very bullish. And looking at this historical data as well, 2016 was an election year. We had a green September, and we pumped super hard in October, 14%. So yeah, I mean, we're quite bullish here heading into Q4, something to look out for. Let's see. Joke says, "Hi Connor, could I get your feedback on Nero CTO spot listed on Binance? There's been a lot of debate about which Nero is the best one. So the Nero, whatever you want to call it, I think that one is the one to play. This one here. This is the Bybit perps chart, but nonetheless, this is the one to play. Right? I would say it's better than the other Nero. However, you might want to hedge your bets. Right? You might want to hedge your bets. Both of them could do quite well. If I had to pick one, it would be the Nero CTO coin. Why? Well, I'm not sure the market still wants the bundled launches, the Cabal coins. I think that was a very short-term kind of meta in the crypto market. Because when it first happened, Crash was the first one to do that with Brett. You know, when it first happened back in February and Brett launched, it was a brand new concept to things. And I think that everybody's kind of picked up on, you know, the Cabal launches and stuff like that. And I think the market might be over it. I could be wrong, but I think the community takeover ones have more staying power. So that's why I would choose Nero CT over the Cabal Nero. Kyle Callanan says, smash that like button. Yes, guys, smash that like button. Please support the channel. It helps me a lot. It gets the word out to more people on YouTube, and it does offer me some positive feedback as well. So if you guys do appreciate the live streams, definitely smash that like button. And also, it's a bit of a travesty. I mean, I put out this video on Tron meme coins, got 390 views. I called the T-Bull coin in this video as well. Right, I literally called the T-Bull coin in that video. I mean, very, 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 very. I mean, look, I said this a few days ago. I get it. You know, I took a bit of a break from YouTube for a little bit, but I mean, 390 views, man, that's crazy. But it is what it is. But yeah, we called this one at like set 8 million in that video. I mean, it went up to 25. So you're welcome for the 390 people that watched that one. But if you guys do appreciate the content, please just give me some feedback, smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. It does go a long way. And we got Janko's Gold Adventures saying, are we going to the moon this year? I don't know about the moon, but I think 70K is on the cards for sure. Brett72, hi Connor, can we look at Prime and Crown? Yeah, we can take a quick glance at those. Look, Prime it broke out. I mean, you could hop in now for an entry, but I mean, this thing put in a very strong breakout. I would be looking for continuation. So the top of your range is just here at 950. Right, so be looking out for dips to the 950 area if you want to get into Echelon Prime, which I think is a good idea, but it's up to you to make that decision. Price target's still around an 8x from here. And then Crown. What the heck is all that? Let's check out Crown here on the daily. All right, Crown's looking very good. Let me get rid of all this. Clean this up. Crown's looking very good here on the daily time frame. It is about to break out. This is very bullish. This is very bullish. We were talking about Solana gaming. Duh, Crown as well. Crown is a Solana gaming coin. Horse racing, betting. People are addicted to gambling. So, I mean, it's a pretty good kind of thesis. But yeah, 1, 2, here we go, 3. This looks like it's ready to break out here on Crown. Below 50 cents. It looks pretty good. We got Jean as well. What's going on, Jean? She says, hey, Connor and Crypto family, let's go. Good to have you here, Jean. As always. Dre says, you know what to do. Smash up that like button. We got Rigoberto Chavez says, good evening, Empire Squad. What up, Rigo? Good to have you here as well. We got Scorch888 says, Scalping School. Looking forward to it. Yep. That will be out soon inside of the Crypto Empire Mastermind. Smash that like button. Dips are for loading. Rigo already knows. We got Guru says, hello, Connor. What's up, Guru? How are you? We got Bergen County Real Estate. Says, scare money don't make no money. That's true. Smash that like button. Thanks, Scorch, for the support, brother. Rigoberto says, I know it's been a minute. QCat candle still a play. I don't think so, man. I think the dev just left with that one, so I wouldn't touch that. Abdul, there's zero movement on that chart too. It's really not a good sign. Nairo CTO, in terms of looking at the chart, I would respect. This is what I would do for Nairo CTO. This is what I would do. All right, so you're on the previous all-time high here, acting as support. I would wait for the 1 hour 200 EMA, simply because this thing put in a huge leg, is consolidating in this upward sloping channel, but broke down. All right, so basically this thing's kind of been compromised here in terms of the market structure. So with that being said, it could continue to correct. It likely will continue to correct. And you're right at your 50%. If anything, I would be looking for some nice round numbers. $1 is the golden pocket. And in between, you got your 1 hour 200. And lower than that, you have your 78.6, 89 cents. So likely this thing will come back underneath $1 on Bybit perps, right? It's 1,000 decimal places, or 4 decimal places moved up. So, do the math on whatever exchange you're using to trade this on. But yeah, this thing probably is going to correct further, unless it just wants to use that previous all-time high as a bottom. Time will tell. So yesterday I said Brett was ready to break out in the live stream. You guys should recall that if you were watching, paying attention. And Brett did break out, right? Simple bull flag. Simple bull flag there. So, I mean, nice move. And we'll see again, talking about like the market maybe wanting something fresh and new in community takeovers. But with that being said, Brett at 860 million market cap right now. So, it looks like it bottomed out here in the higher time frames. So, I mean, I think Brett will push. I don't know if it goes to 2050, but I think it will have a few multiples in it at the very least from here. Anyways, let's see what else is going on here in our chat. We got Steve says, just getting going, 615 miles to go. Put the women and children to bed and let's go trucking. We got Trucker Steve in the building. My man, longtime supporter. Good to have you here as always, Trucker Steve, and appreciate you being here in the live stream. Let's see. We got Miko, our guy Miko. Is Cubic ready to fly? So yeah, Cubic broke out of the bull flag, which is what was expected. That was quite expected. Put a pretty clear write up here that says bull flag. If it gets rejected and sent back to the lows, I'll be damned. Looks very bullish and ready to break out higher. I believe this was yesterday or 2 days ago. Price was 1,800 per billion on Cubic. And we got a clean bull flag breakout here. Right. Bull flag, clean breakout. And we have made some pretty key higher highs, right? We took out a lot of highs here. Strong daily closure yesterday, which is kind of still today, but you know, the crypto daily close happens at 8 p.m. EST. But nonetheless, yeah, Cubic is looking very strong now. It's perking back up, made a very key higher high. It broke the bull flag. It's got everything that we look for, basically. Bags are packed, so we already pulled the trigger. Now we got to let it bang, basically. The trigger's been pulled. Position's been established. Now we sit in our hands and see if we're right. Let's see. Rigo says, Diddy in same jail as Sam Bankman-Fried. Yes, sir. He is. That's why I said, don't drop the soap. All right, Johnny Boy has an interesting take here for the gaming narrative. He says, as a total nerd and complete loser, I can say that the gaming narrative is super dumb. When we're on the cusp of AI, how can people be betting on gaming tokens when billion-dollar AAA studios can't even make a good video game anymore? So, Johnny Boy, you bring up some good points. You bring up some good points here. I've had gaming exposure in coins like Naka and Prime for over a year. So, and they, you know, they did pump, they retraced, but they're still in profits, and you know, so multiples, right? Not like a 50%. You know, we're talking multiples. But yeah, I feel you. You bring up some good points. People like to speculate, and gaming tokens with low market cap, they get speculated, they pump. So don't fight the market. Anyways, DeFi Trend says, hi, bro. What's your thoughts on Rio and anyone? I'm bullish on both of those coins. I like both of those coins. Rio looks very strong. It's flipped the daily 200 EMA. It's got this key high at 125 to flip, but you know, it broke its pretty key trend line from the highs, and it's retesting it currently. All right, so we want to see continuation here from Rio, continuing to push. And then anyone formerly known as Ator also looks very strong, especially versus Ethereum, breaking out of this downwards channel on the daily. Both are very bullish coins, very strong fundamentals, good tokenomics. So I like both of those coins. I think they're good holds for this cycle. Armando, he says, huge move incoming. Declan, ABT. What is ABT? Arc block. So yeah, I mean, look how hard this thing is compressing on the daily. Compression leads to expansion. Being that this thing has been going down only since May, down only, it's down 61%. It did go as low as 79%. And the market is shifting. I'd say expansion will be to the upside. It's on Coinbase. This is one hell of a chart right here. This is like one of the strongest charts I've seen. Kind of looks like Based AI or Pepe coin, right? Where it just was super low, pumped, and then, it retraced 80%, but still it's nowhere near where it was at the start of the run last October. Yeah, this thing looks, like I said, it looks ready for expansion. Compression leads to expansion. Something like that. We got our guy Topi. Topi killing the trading game, as always. He says, morning, Connor. Thoughts on ZRO? Waiting to see if it breaks out soon after flipping 4.4 cents. Let's take a look. So, yeah, I mean, strong daily start. Very strong daily start today. I don't want to draw like that. That's not clean. Anyways, that was the line, and that was the entry here. I haven't been trading ZRO at all, but yeah, that retest of the monthly open on this daily trend or 4-hour trend line, that was it. For an entry now, it is quite high risk. It doesn't really make sense to take an entry now if you're like looking for a shorter term trade. It has to clear this previous week high. Generally speaking, this is resistance, and there's a decent chance if Bitcoin just kind of drops slightly at the same time this goes for the previous week high, it will be a short. However, yeah, the chart's very bullish. Big move yesterday. And we'll see. When it's ready to break out, it's going to put in one of these candles over here. It's going to put in one of these big boys, or it's going to go 30% in a day. All right, so that's coming. The question is today the day? Because if it's not, it will continue to chop around. It might go sweep these lows like the Monday low, although unlikely. Coins have really not been sweeping the Monday low. They've just been pumping. But yeah, it's just a question of timing. It's a bullish chart. We know that the market wants to kind of go here. We know that this thing's capable of putting in these mega 30% daily candles on multiple occasions, right? 25% there, 25%. So yeah, it's just a question of when. And Topi, I mean, you asked me these questions, and I know you're already in the trade, so I know you're already long. I would say that you're well positioned. That's what I have to say about that. Thoughts on SMT Swarm Markets? It's a good real world asset coin. Any love for G Swift, ICNX, or Chirp? No, sir. I don't like any of those coins or hold any of those coins personally. Sorry, man. No love for those. Let's see. Thoughts on Big Mike? Ladger Doodle in here. Thoughts on Big Mike? Well, unfortunately, they chose Kamala to be the Democratic nominee and not Michelle Obama. So I was wrong about that prediction. However, the Obamas are still largely relevant. Granted, they don't go down with the ship with Diddy here, which, I mean, there's a pretty decent chance they do, right? Because they're pretty complicit in all that. But anyways, that's a story for another day. If the Obamas stay relevant in politics, Big Mike could stay relevant. It's the OG. I mean, it survived the multiple 95% crashes, right? Every time it crashes, it manages to get back up to 5 million eventually. So, I mean, it's established. The tokenomics are very, very well spread at this point. It's very evenly distributed. So, with all the factors, if the Obamas stay irrelevant, it could have a pretty violent rip at some point in the cycle. But yeah, I mean, we didn't get Michelle as the vice president or the president, so that's a bit of a letdown. Let's see. We got a question from Joe. Joe says, crashes call or 6 Infinity Stone. What's your thoughts on this one? Have you invested in this one? Is that bull? I'm not sure. Or I think he's yet to announce his last meme coin creation that's going to go to billions market cap. Yeah, I don't think he launched that one yet. He's still deving it. But no, I haven't invested in bull. I like Crash's other calls like Bobo and Ponky the most, right? Especially Bobo. I'm quite bullish on Bobo the bear. By the way, we called bottom on Trump, and it's looking like it wants to bottom, right? Strong daily candle, straight green buying, albeit very low volume. But that's how bottoms start. They start small and then they rip. So I think too soon to really say, but so far so good on this bottom Trump call. All right, we've been on this one like a hawk watching it. So we'll see if our analysis does end up becoming true. I mean, look, so oversold heading into the election. It makes sense. It all makes sense. But anyways, Joe, your question about the Infinity Stone, I don't think he launched that 6 one yet. Yeah, Declan says he hasn't called it. I think it will be on Polygon. Nah, I think Caspa, bro. I think Caspa. Crash is big on Caspa too. I think it'll be on Caspa. Some people say BNB could, right? With CZ getting out of jail, could be BNB, but I think it's going to be Caspa. Most people don't know how to use the Caspa wallets, to buy the memes. It's probably going to be Caspa. With that being said, we're going to go ahead and wrap up our live stream right now. Be sure to follow me on X or Twitter at CCellCrypto. And guys, if you enjoyed the stream, be sure to smash the like button and subscribe if you are not yet subscribed to the channel. Anyways, we're going live Monday through Friday as well as Sunday, which is our community live stream. That one will be a bit longer. These ones will just get the quick updates out to you, look at some analysis, look at Bitcoin, and tell you what's going on for the day. So I hope you enjoyed it. If you want more, hit that subscribe button. If you liked it, smash the like button. My name is Connor from Crypto Empire, and I'll see you all tomorrow. Have a great evening, and see ya.